This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Alrighty. Happy Friday, everybody. As I greet you, I'm just setting up Twitch for a secondary monitor, as usual, so I could see what's going on. Chat-wise, at least. So, it is Friday, but not the 13th, and I was waiting for this. I was patiently waiting, because about a month ago, I streamed Complete Edition version 12. And a half, actually, 12.5. Now, this here behind me, which is currently paused, is version 13's beta. The people behind Complete Edition, which started, I believe, with Camp Blood, then returned to Crystal Lake. So yeah, Camp Blood, Return to Crystal Lake, sorry, I stuttered. And then Complete Edition. So all roads led to here. Now, what I streamed last time, which, let's see here, I'm scrolling through my YouTube, because I always document my streams. So that was literally about a month and a week ago. I streamed Complete Edition, and this was all new to me. I've learned quite a bit as far as modding goes for Friday the 13th since then. So what the team is looking to do with this is to pretty much document, archive, and preserve what Friday the 13th is known for. So the first thing you're going to realize right off the bat is we have the option for a LAN match, which is really cool. So if you have a friend who brings over their laptop or you have a LAN set up, you could play each other now, even when the servers get shut down. Now, another difference with, let's see here, between 12 and 13, as far as I could tell, these are so cool, is they fixed the derpy look for Freddy versus Jason here. But I gotta say, I just watched literally all the Friday the 13th, with the exception of Freddy versus Jason, but I'm really familiar with that one. I give the author or creator or whomever the credit for creating this this Reboot Jason. The reboot is actually really good. It's up there. But the accuracy isn't that great. What it boils down to is the mask is just way too small. It just doesn't look right. He looks small-headed and heavy-assed. I think that's the best way to put it. But I mean, we've got Jason X here. We've got pre-Uber, so I like how these are ordered. So pre-Uber and Uber. And then we got, yeah, part 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, which 5 is, like, amazing, actually, film-wise. And then we have Dream Jason, which is totally cool. I give him the air guitar. Roy here has the baseball bat, which is cool, even though he's holding the shears. Part 4 Jason, which I think is a little off with the mask compared to the film. Part 3 is awesome, even though I didn't really like the film much. Friday 13th Part 3 is just ugh. Part 2 is underrated. I love Friday 13th Part 2. And then we're back to MKX Jason. So really, the only inclusion for version 13 here are a few blood spatters, as well as the inclusion of Reboot Jason. When we go to counselors, it's really the same thing. So my go-to girl, Vanessa, KM14 from X, which X is fucking awesome. Tommy, of course. Come on, Maggot Head! And then we got Rob Deere, who's actually from Part 4. Not a lot of people realize that. He's a dude looking for his sister, I think, which was brought back in the remake, which the remake, again, was really good. Everybody's favorite bitch, Victoria, based on Melissa from Part 7. Sheldon from Part 3, who gave Jason his mask. Fox from Part 3, who died in the barn. Mitch, who's based off of the stoner from Part 3 as well. A lot of Part 3 representation. Adam, who's essentially Trent from the remake. Eric LaChapa, the nerd. Brandon, the athlete. AJ, who's the rocker. She's based off of, what's her name, from Part 5. Chad again. Oh, no, actually, Chad is Trent. Sorry. From the remake. Adam is, he's kind of original, actually. Let's see. And then Jenny, who's essentially, I forget the name of the character, but she's a chick who defeated Jason in part 3. Again, a lot of part 3 representation. Kenny's just the average dude. Tiffany is the girl next door. I don't think she's associated with anybody. Debbie, who's actually the geek chick from part 7, who Jason killed in a shed. And back to Vanessa, who's based off of Sissy from part 6. So, let's see here. We're going to go for offline play, and we're going to go for Sandbox. And we're going to actually go ahead and look around Pinehurst. Now, I do want to say that I have a custom INI file here that kind of improves the lighting and overall atmosphere compared to how it is in vanilla. This is also being played in a window at 16:9 resolution, but everything is set to epic. And lighting and fidelity is set to absolute maximum. So there may be just a little bit of slowdown, just very slightly, but this looks far superior to what the original INI file will incorporate. So we're actually at Mulholland Camp. So if you go up to the left, we're going to end up at the Pinehurst house. But I will say, man, I picked up the Shout Factory, like, oh shit. I picked up the Shout Factory edition with all of the Blu-rays, and, you know, being familiar with the game for so long, and then going and watching the films, I will give a lot of credit to Illfonic for just the amount of passion that was poured into this game. Like, you could tell that they really gave a shit. And, you know, as I've said all along, it really burns knowing that through an official capacity, we're not going to be able to enjoy this game after that. And, you know, yeah, you can see the frame setter. There's not a lot of people who have the capacity or the knowledge. I mean, it's really basic if you break it down, but there's not a lot of people with the capacity to mod the game like that. You know, most people will just be on their PC and they'll go to Steam and they'll buy it for like, oh, it's $5, okay. Oh, the server's being shut down next year. No, they're not going to be able to do anything with it. Especially with the current state of, I don't even want to call it AAA anymore. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but with the current state of high-profile gaming, it's really shitty, man. You know, again, I have to go through air quote illegitimate piracy means in order to get this game to run in its best and preserve it, as opposed to going through regular as intended means. And I say as intended because that's what they want you to do. They don't want you to pirate shit. They don't want you to preserve shit. They want you to keep buying shit left and right. And it really sucks. Anyway, this looks really good, I will say. It looks a little softer, and I say a little more in line with the films. All lighting and fidelity settings are at maximum, and if you pay really close attention to the trees on the right, so if you look between Vanessa's right shoulder and the light post, you'll see there's a little bit of film grain in there. And you could see it's just very atmospheric. And here we are into the Jarvis house. And again, what's interesting is I've been playing this far more regularly lately. I kind of dropped off a bit, but with version 13 here, I picked back up, of course. And being highly familiar with the game and knowing what Illfonic did with this, and then going and actually watching the films in order, accuracy here is fucking awesome. And the way, if you break the maps down technically, the way the maps are designed is you have the main location of that map, and then all of the cabins built off around it. So Illfonic was like, look, we have all of the films with their iconic locations. So if you look at part one is a little more like loose as far as representation goes, because it was literally just a bunch of cabins around a lake, Camp Crystal Lake. But then you look at part 2 with Packanack, or part 3 with Higgins Haven, part 4 with Jarvis House, and of course part 5 with Pinehurst. They're like, we have the iconic locale from each film, so let's build around that. And that's exactly what they did. And I will say, as I was watching all the films in order, I was pleasantly surprised and blown away by the accuracy of all of this. So especially with Pinehurst here, I mean, this is the tractor that Roy was ran over with, which is pretty fucking cool. I forget the name of the kid, the little black kid wearing the red jumpsuit. He goes, yo, I'm a ruckus, man, and he runs over Roy in the tractor here, and then they run into the barn, which is pretty fucking cool. But you can see the fog and the ambiance here. Is this still... Yeah, this is like a texture glitch. I don't know what this is. But this is the barn where they climbed up top, and they knocked Roy out into the spike bed, which is really cool. But yeah, everything here is represented, man. Fantastic. The only thing I will say that it's different is... like, areas are a lot bigger to accommodate multiplayer here. So if you directly compare Packanack House in the game here to Packanack in the film, the play spaces are a lot bigger. And of course, again, that is to accommodate multiplayer. So, like, you don't want to have, like, 5 people trying to bottleneck into a house that's really small. No, thank you. But you could see the ambience of the fog here. And just the overall clarity and mood. And you'll see that frame rate drops a little bit when we get into the house here, because this is a larger map, and I have draw distance and draw distance fidelity set to maximum. So the entire map is loaded as we go into the house here. But I mean, you know, you just look at the details here. The kitchen wasn't really shown in part 5, but I remember when Tommy Jarvis shows up, the chick is like, oh yeah, it's go around the kitchen and up the stairs and you'll find your room. So here's the kitchen, and you can see the detail here is just awesome. Even with the flashlight turned on, like you can see everything has a shadow. Which is, let's see here. So let's go upstairs. I like how it says no handball allowed. But this is legit, like 100% accurate. There's a few concessions with like how the posters are set up. There's a lot more like signage in this room in the film. But this is, like, pretty accurate, where Roy sneaks in and just stabs a chick who's dancing over here. Cool. But all of this is pretty accurate, man. And again, being familiar with the games more than the movies, it's really cool jumping in and being like, dude, that's where he killed her. Like, that's where the chick was topless staring out the window. She got up the bunk. She turned over. There was her dead boyfriend who she turned down, and he slit her throat. But yeah, down to the bunny rabbit and everything, man. Like, holy fuck, I recognize this. Let's see here. This is not... No, that's the bathroom. I'm looking... This is Tommy's room right here. And this is where all of his masks are. Is that accurate? That is not. That's, I think those are developer pictures. But yeah, there's all of Tommy's masks. And this is where, what's his name? Spider scared Tommy. This is fucking awesome. And he looked out here to where the ambulance showed up. Again, being a fan of the films and a fan of Friday the 13th in general and seeing this. Awesome. But you could also see the lighting creeping in through the windows here. This is all, like, again, maximum lighting and atmosphere set in the INI files. And, oh yeah, this is where, I already have all the tapes. This is where, the chick turned the dude down. They were watching, like, some type of monster movie. And that's where she went upstairs and her throat was slit. And, yep, this is where Tommy body slams the dude into the table, which was fucking awesome. Friday the 13th Part 5 is incredible, by the way. It's highly underrated. I rate all the Friday films based off of how they are film-wise. Not how they are Jason-wise. So I will say Part 6 is the best, followed by X, followed by 5. 5 is my third favorite, yes. But yeah, this is the table where, what's his name was sitting right here. He goes, hey, Tommy, what's going on? Oh my god, he body slammed him. Fairly accurate, yes. So let's see here. Let's run to Part 2. Let's go to Packanack. But as you can see here, the detail is just fucking awesome. And it's really cool to see LAN match. They actually included LAN match option here. And it's really nice seeing, as you can see the mouse cursor here, the date is always front and center. You even see the mouse cursor on there? No, we can't. Okay. So let's go to Sandbox, and we'll go to Packanack. I should have picked Packanack Small. God damn it. Packanack Small is much better than Packanack itself. But yeah, you can see here, man, the fog is set to maximum with maximum light bloom and foliage details and everything. Let's actually stick with this because I'm not going to... You know what? No, let's actually go to Packanack Small, so much of a load on my GPU. We'll hit up Grendel and all that afterwards. Yeah, this is great, man. Again, watching the films and now being completely reintroduced to them since it's been so long since I've watched them, this is truly a treat. But yeah, the rain looks great. Everything in this is super atmospheric and looks really good. And again, it's all about the lighting and the atmosphere. And I found a custom ini setting post on YouTube, and then I just built on it. So this is more in line with what the beta looked like, but as you can see, the draw distance is nice and blurry, along with some really... Excuse me. I really don't mean to zoom in on her ass as I turn around here. I mean, she has a nice ass. And you can see subspace scattering looks really good on her. I mean, you know, she's pretty attractive as it is, but you can see the details in her skin there, like all the little recesses and all that, as she's made wet by the rain. But you can see the lighting looks really good, and the fog here is awesome. And the lighting, again, looks great. If we actually had the moon coming through the trees, you'd see all of the nice lighting that is actually activated thanks to this custom ini file. There's a lot of settings hidden in the Unreal Engine, so if I could find a set of Firecrackers, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And then once we go for Savini Jason, you'll see even further. The game wants me to have all these cassettes, doesn't it? There's a rifle. So this is... The only thing I would say is wrong about this is this room is way too big. But again, this is multiplayer-oriented, so they had to make some concessions, and they had to stretch out accuracy, if you even want to say they stretched out accuracy. This here is much bigger. This is where Jason got into the fight with the dude in part 2, and he was thrown into the window. That's where Amy Steele's like... Did I look in here already? Yes. Oh, cool. We have the fuse box on it. So yeah, this is a little inaccurate. This is where Amy Steele climbed through the window in order to escape Jason. Part 2 is awesome. Like, I really loved Part 2 quite a bit. Part 2 was great. With my opinions on the films, I seem to enjoy the underrated ones more than the, like, common mainstays. Like, my top 10 list is, like, really different from what you would expect. This is where the couple is skewered as they're fucking over here. These rooms were not shown, but they're in. I need firecrackers. First aid spray. Jump out the window now if you want to. Let's see. Need firecracker. Ah, here we go. So, there are hidden detail settings in the ini files, and there are limitations to the ini files. So if you do a search online for custom Unreal Engine 4 ini files, you will see that there are multiple forums that have multiple write-ups of how you could go about customizing all of this. So I essentially just took this YouTube video's settings and I applied them, and then I just kept testing out individual settings. So one thing I want to point out, let's get the flare gun here. We'll leave the... Hold on. That looks weird. So let's do this. Okay, so let's pick up the flare gun. So normally the flare gun looks very basic. Let's go outside and shoot it. So there's a... I have the ini settings set to 4, which is maximum for details. So most notably, firecrackers, as I have selected, but I'm blocking, and the flare gun, as well as the fire here, the campfire. All campfires, whether they're inside or outside, not only do they have better lighting, but they have better details. You can see the plume of smoke and the embers are far more detailed than otherwise. You can actually see into the flare gun, which is pretty cool. But most notably, let's actually shoot this where there's no rain coming down. And we'll just, actually, let's shoot it inside here. Let's shoot it up against here. So you'll see there's actually extra flare details, as well as embers coming from there. And you can actually see the flare was giving off more plumes, as well as firecrackers. So when you throw firecrackers down in the console versions, or just a regular PC version, with regular untouched ini files, you will see that there is actually smoke which is really cool. And a lot more, I guess you could say, details of the firecrackers going on. It's a nice little touch. That looks pretty good. I like the little detail of smoke. And of course, I improved all the bloom lighting and the plume effects. There's a lot of ambient settings for smoke and lighting, which again, really improved the setting. What I like about this is just really, I would say this is more in line with what the cinematography of Part 5 looked like. Part 5 had a very soft, like super soft smear look to it with a lot of like, more of like an orangey hue to the overall look. But the more classic and the more in line this looks with the films, the better. Here we go again. You could see, yeah, you could actually see the plumes of smoke and the extra details given off with the little sparks, and I guess you could say those are like the firecrackers blowing up, so there's dark orange and light orange. Looks really good. But yeah, you could see here, even the lighting with the rain looks fantastic. This is cool. I would say the only difference here in the outside is this incline should be a little sharper. And this was the office where the headmaster of the camp was talking to Amy Steele and company about how to behave in front of their counselors. Because, of course, they were all training for before all the counselors showed up. So his desk was actually right about here as he was reprimanding the couple for getting naked by the river. Yeah, this is also very cool, man. Again, being used to the games for so long, going back to the films and watching them and being, like, aware of what everything is just fan-fucking-tastic. So what we'll do here is we'll go to Higgins Haven here. Hopefully we won't get rain, because rain is random when you go through Part 6, my favorite. Rain and weather is selected at random. So Sandbox, Higgins Haven. We always go for the larger maps, unless if the smaller ones are better. Search drawers to find firecrackers, health rays, flare guns, and car keys. Ah, okay, here we go. So there's no rain here. So as we look up at the trees, you'll see how the light permeates through it. Like, yeah, right here, as you can see. Where's the moon?
There's something to protect myself.
There it is. So you can see there's some really subtle rays that truly add to the vibe here. And don't get me wrong, Friday the 13th as a series really isn't scary, but they're kind of creepy. Yeah, as you can see here, the lighting looks really good on Vanessa, and skin tones look really, really good. There we go. Now, fog may look a little off with these bloom settings, especially in Camp Crystal Lake. Just some settings, like this game doesn't support all settings in the INI files, but it supports, I would say, a majority of them, especially with lighting quality, shadow quality, and overall, like, filter fidelity. Ooh, cool, we got the fuse. But yes, lighting especially looks really, really good. And if you look really close at Vanessa here, especially, and this is a little creepy, I know, but her eyes, like, reflective quality in the eyes is really, really nice here. Alright, so let's see if we can make it to, yeah, there's a weird fog. But everything in this looks really good, especially bloom lighting when it comes to the moon. As you can see, as it covers, as her face or the silhouette of her body get into the way of the moon there, you can see there's some really nice subtle lighting. And that's translating excellently into, that's translating excellently into, how it looks on output there. I will say there's a couple of bugs here, so like her head isn't properly rendered with these lighting settings. It's a very subtle thing to notice, but you can see her head coming in and out of direct lighting from the moon. It's a little weird, but I think it's a subtle trade-off I could deal with. We're getting closer to the camp. And you can see the lighting looks fantastic here. This looks legit like one of the films. But for anyone curious as to how to adjust this stuff, there are plenty of tutorials out there for how to adjust INI files or .ini files, which is they're called initiation files or initiation files. So when the system initiates, Unreal Engine picks up on these settings and projects them into its graphics engine. Okay, so I'm still unfamiliar with this map. But we're going to go straight into the lodge. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so the Higgins house in the film was actually one level. And with the magic of cinematography and camera angles, they made it one level. And you could also see here, the smoke and the lighting from this fuse box look fantastic. And you can see how they're translating into Vanessa nicely here. So let's go ahead and repair this. Hey, Ted, where's the corkscrew? Nice. And actually, the outhouses are perfectly rendered from part 3. Like, they did such a good job at this, man. But yeah, this is a perfectly accurate representation of the Higgins house. Now, the only thing that's, I want to point out here is in the film, this lake was man-made, and it was no deeper than, I would say, 2 feet, and the lake naturally drained out as filming wrapped. 3 is really interesting as far as its filmography goes, or filming history, I should say. There was a lot of mishaps on set, especially with the then, I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say beta camera at the time. Like, it was highly, oh god, I can't think of the fucking word. Prototype. It was a prototype at the time. And the film, actually, I think if you compare the outside here to the actual location, this is very accurate. The barn out there, along with the house, are filmed accurate. So when they were filming where this car was, imagine from, like, to the car. So going straight out, a straight line, like right now, we're perpendicular to the car, so it was a straight track that they were using for, again, tracking shots on film. And the track literally fell apart, and the camera fell over and broke. Like, a highly expensive, at the time, prototype 3D camera was busted on film. They had to stop production. Pretty interesting stuff. As bad as part 3 was, the acting is terrible. It's just not a very good movie. I do love it, though. For as bad as the film was, there were a lot of firsts for it. Especially with the whole 3D thing. But yeah, this is very, very accurate to the film. This is so cool. But with the included fidelity, you can see we could actually kind of make out the plaque here. The embers look fantastic on the film. The only time a poker was used as a weapon in the entire franchise was in the remake. So yeah, here's the kitchen. Quite accurate if you ask me. This is very cool. Good check out the power, man. So if we go upstairs here, yeah, you'll see the frame rate is jumping a bit because of all the fidelity here. But yeah, this is all accurate. So what? This is the bathroom. Yep. This is totally accurate. This is actually a really good hiding spot. I don't know why we go up. Let's see here. Oh, is this no, that's 4. I'm sorry. That's utility closet. This is the whatever room. But yeah, these stairs, I would say they're a little wider in the film. But again, they have to make concessions for multiplayer here. This is where the wind started to blow, and I think there was a body thrown through the window. There's always a body. But you can even see, like, the dust particles are really pronounced here with this extra light. Like, this is more in line with the films, if you ask me. Everything in this looks fantastic. So let's go to the barn. We'll do a little more of a tour here. Yeah, this is where, what's her name? Fox was skewered. Part 3 is so bad, dude. I watched it with Remy, and he was like, this really sucks. I'm like, I know it does. Just bear with me. It's only 90 minutes, man. 10 more minutes to go, but this is all accurate. Like, Jason goes in here, he throws shit aside, and they climb up, and yeah, and then Fox swings from the barn, and then she disappears, and this is where Jason was hung. Like, this is all pretty cool. All right. Let's go for Jarvis' house, and we'll start getting into a few details that version 13 includes, which are also present in 12, but not a lot of people know about this. Do we want to go for Sandbox? Of course. And we're gonna go to, where was it? Jarvis' house. Chad is a mama's boy, although he would never. Of course he would. Yeah, Trent. Totally Trent. So again, the nice lighting we have here, and the details. I have everything set to maximum.
I have to do something.
So we're just gonna search. Oh yeah, dude, you can see the lighting in this looks really, really good. And let's shoot this off again here. So as you can see again, the contrails it gives off are far more detailed. I wish there was some lighting effect given off by this. But this book here, if we could zoom in on that, that is, oh, actually, no, 30 Years to Dead. That is not the book based off of Part 6. There's a lot of film references peppered throughout all the maps. Gotta find some drawers so we could possibly get a map. So I'm, again, I'm still a little with all the maps. Let's go north. And once we hit the Jarvis house, what we'll do is we'll, oh, it's actually over here. Is we'll go through a few of the hotkey settings that these versions have. Excuse me. But yeah, the fog looks really good. I was unsure if... Here we go. Excuse me. I was unsure if all of these settings would apply, so I just threw them in anyway. So the fog definitely looks far more detailed. And again, the lighting looks like a soft V8. But yeah, the Jarvis house and the neighboring house, where everybody got slaughtered watching the projector reel. Hey, Ted! Where's the corkscrew? Here, McFly, it's in your hand. But yeah, this is where they were watching the projector. This is where Ted tried to mack it with the chicks, didn't go anywhere. This is where McFly was stabbed in the hand after looking in the fridge, and then he was hung up on this door, kind of like Jesus. And a nice little detail here is the handbook for the recently deceased. This is from Beetlejuice. So let's see if we could crouch here. Yeah, you can see right there. Handbook for the recently diseased. It's actually deceased. It's a misnomer there. So one thing I want to point out in Complete Edition here. This is kind of like an unspoken rule, but... Hold on. Okay. If you hit the insert key, we could actually cycle through all of the counselors. So here's Chad, Tiffany, that is oh, that's Tiff. No, wait a minute. The other one was Deborah. So if we go shift insert, that's Debbie. Sorry, that's Tiffany Cox. We all know why she's called that. La Chiappa with the Dorito shirt, as I like to say. Adam with the Jason look. I love this, man. This is so cool. Then we have Jenny. And we have AJ, my personal favorite. I wish she was half naked though. Bugsy. Kenny. All I'm doing is hitting insert. And then we have Mitch wearing the astronaut outfit, which is really cool. I'm not an astronaut. Then we have Fox, who looks pretty good this way. Then we have Sheldon, good old Shelly from Part 3. Dude, if somebody pranked me like he did in Part 3, I'd stab him for real. But he's dressed up as a Boy Scout leader. And then, of course, everyone's favorites. Victoria, based off of the bitch Melissa from Part 5. He actually has a little sexy game. Now, what's interesting is if you cycle through all of the Jasons, for some reason, now I'm not sure if this is going to crash the game or not, but all of the textures are kind of messed up. So that's 3, that's 4, that's Roy Burns 5, 6, 7. The textures, for some reason, are held in memory based off of Savini. So there's 9, X, and there's Savini himself. And one thing I want to point out with Savini is notice the embers that are coming off of him. The effects there. This is cranked up, so they're far more detailed than otherwise. But yeah, this looks really good. Let's bust down some doors here, and you can see the embers coming up from his body here. As we move, you can see the effect there. Again, the effects are turned to maximum. Ooh, I didn't realize there is a reflection there. Cool. Smashy smashy. So cool how we can do this. It's a shame we can't, let's see here. Oh, this is where McFly scored. Nice. Yeah, too bad we can't do anything to this window. That's where What's-Her-Name jumped through to get out. Radio for a context skill there. So if you hit insert again, we go to Tommy. Now, keep in mind that the shuffle here is based off of, I believe, commands for the developers. So you're not going to have Dream Jason, you're not going to have Freddy vs. Jason's Jason, MKX Jason, Frost or Savini Jason, or Reboot Jason. And then, of course, we have KM. She's awesome. Yes, this is version 13's beta alert. We're just going through and showing you guys what's up with it. And now back to Vanessa. So yeah, this is where I was last time. So let's see here. So yeah, this is the Jarvis house from part 4. And just the accuracy within this, dude, is fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and just showcasing to potential newcomers to what's exactly new here in version 13. This is version 13's beta. The developer community just put this out about 5 days ago. And I literally watched all of the films last week in order. And it's really cool seeing how accurate these are to the film. Like, dude, this is legit. Like, again, if you watch any of the films, the way the devs for this went about making it as accurate as possible is pretty crazy. I would say the only thing in this kitchen that is off is the fridge is a different color, and the I guess you could say the vents here at the top drops down a little more, but otherwise this is super accurate. Like, the only other thing is I believe this is where Tommy's computer was, but they ended up swapping it out for going up here. So Tommy was played by Corey Feldman in part 4, and this actually is super accurate. So they moved the computer to here, but like all these masks and everything, these were all like accurately placed according to the film. Of course, they had to make some concessions for, you know, multiple players running around, so they made some rooms bigger. They skewed a few things, but I would say everything in this game is about 95% accurate. And there's Shelly's mask from part 3. So let's see here. Just for you, Lurk, let's see. Just for you and I. There we go. That's much better. But seriously, though, like, all, like, booty aside, the fact that the devs really went and made this super accurate is pretty incredible. So there was no bathroom for part 4. This was, yeah, this is all spare. Okay. But I don't know, have you watched any of the films, or are you familiar with any of the Friday films, Lurk? Oh, this is where the mom went down and outside and was murdered by Jason off camera, like, legit here, which is really cool. Let's see. Let's go to... Oh, dude, ugh. I have the Shout Factory limited edition, and it's fantastic, dude. But part 1 is rough. Part 1 is super rough. Yeah. So let's go to show you guys what we have here. Let's just do this here. So these are all the Jasons. So we're going to go in order here. So this is part 2, which is cool. These are all ridiculously accurate. Like, if you look close enough, you could actually see, like, stains on his sack there. And then there's part 3 Jason, modeled after the NES version. So he has I always give him the retro palette. Part 4. Now, Dream Jason from part 5. This is custom modded. Then we actually have Roy from part 5. Part 5 is fucking awesome, dude. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's amazing. Yeah. All the films are really good. Especially, dude, where Jason's in space. That movie is just a lot of fucking fun. So there's part 6, The Best Friday. No, Fighting Arrow. This is version 13's beta. This is a test build that the community just put out. So I'm just cycling through all of them. This is the best way to enjoy it. Camp Blood is good, but version 13 of Complete Edition is the most complete version to play. So everyone's like, oh, what about Camp Blood? What about Return to Camp Crystal Lake? No, this is literally 5 days old. Rick and Company, Rick Kennerkey, and a few others literally just released this not even a week ago. So here's Part 7, the best looking one. If they had Part 7's look with Reboot's sensibilities in all of the films, it'll be legendary. Part 8, which Part 8 introduced the supernatural aspect of Jason kind of teleporting everywhere, even though Part 8 was fucking terrible. Ugh. Part 8 is bad. Part 9, underrated. Jason's really cool here. And then we have Pre-Uber with the surgical machete there. And then, of course, Uber. Now, I think, yeah, this here, man, I will say, I give the author or creator whatever credit you want to give to the person who made this. I give them a lot of effort for actually making... Yes, I'll show you that in a second. Compared to the film, this does not look good. I think what they did is they just copied the face from, I call it Freddy vs. Jason, Derpy Jason here. They copied it over, like the mask is just way too off, and he looks like he has a heavy ass. Like with the way his shirt goes over his model, it looks like Jason skipped the gym and put a lot of weight on thanks to eating too much chocolate. But yeah, this just looks weird. I totally give this credit where credit is due, but they need to redo the mask at least. The mask, it's too soft. It needs to be more film accurate. So Uber Jason, which is fucking incredible. This, I give it a lot of credit. And then we have Freddy vs. Jason. Jason, this is actually improved upon over the part, or 12.5's version, 12.5. So this is improved upon. And then, of course, Savini Jason's incredible. Frost Savini's a palette swap, and we have MKX Jason. So Fighting Arrow, I will give you... let's see here. We got to go to Customize. So count it. So yes, this does include the backer and the pajama pack. Now, I'm just going to go through what I currently have equipped here, because I don't want to mess up my settings. But you can see here, this has all of the included stuff, as you can see from left to right. So there's the original version on the left, the blue one, the swimsuit, the Halloween, and the lingerie. So we then have Deborah. Oops, wrong button. My bad. So we have Deborah. And then we have Tiffany Cax. The zebra stripe stuff is okay. You see, the way I went for it is a lot of these films came out in like the 80s and like a couple in the 90s. So I like to keep the style appropriate, and I like to make all the chicks as skimpy as possible. So like Kenny here, like I like to give him the whatchamacallit, this old house. Fuck it. Let me show you. I'll just go through everything. I'll have to set everything back up. I'm doing this for you guys, man. So that's her vanilla outfit, as you can see here. And then we have her, I guess you could say swimsuits. We have the bunny suits. And then we have what I had on before. And I like to give it this look here. So I can't zoom in any further. In case if you're going to ask, this is the best you're going to get. And then let's see here. So Tiffany. So we have, let's see here. That's her standard look. This is based off of part 3. Then we have her bikini, which I had before. But now we have the devil outfit. This is okay. It's cute. I just don't like the fact that it covers the majority of her up. I mean, dude, this is Friday the 13th. Come on. We're here for schmoozing and titties and shit. Yeah, the Tiff twins. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So let's put this back here. I like having the, yeah, this look right here. This is totally 90s. The Tiff twins. I like that, actually. So, Kenny, of course. This is fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I like the lumberjack look. Like the vanilla lumberjack look. He actually has the officer look, which is pretty funny. I like this here. This is cute. And then just like him chilling. This is before he's like skewered. Hey, Hey, thank you for the follow, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Let's see here. I don't like, let's see. Can we give him a slightly, yeah, that's better. That's perfect. Okay. So Penny. Then we have Jenny Myers. I like Jenny a lot. So, oh, I think these might be, no, I actually haven't used these. So why is this? Ooh, oh, interesting. Remember, this is the beta version, so some things are not going to be completely correct. So like this here and this here are obviously different outfits. I guess they just didn't have the time to implement it. But I would think this is like the Pamela look. I don't know. But yeah, you can see here, dude, the detail is optimized, so everything has a better sheen to it. But yeah, this is vanilla. We all know that. She's based off of part 3. No, you do not. This is completely custom. So this does not require the Steam version. This is a fully separate version, which is different from the Steam version. So the Steam version is the legitimate, if you want to call it that version. This is a custom, independent release that modders got their hands on and improved. So we have the lingerie look here, which, yeah, I guess. And then we have the sweater look, which is really cool. The PJ look. And then this here, so. Yeah, dude, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, I don't like pirating and all that stuff. It's against my principles. Look at it this way, dude. The big 3, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and Steam, you're purchasing licenses. And look at what Ubisoft is doing, okay? If you own something from Ubisoft, but you don't log in for a while, they'll revoke what you purchased. What's wrong with that? This version here, this version is the best way to preserve this game. This will still be available to play once the servers are shut down next year. Yeah, if you're part of a modding community, dude, it's in the latest builds. Like, I'm part of, like, 5 communities, and they all have this in their build section. So, and Camp Blood is earlier, dude. Everybody's like, oh, Camp Blood, Camp Blood, Camp Blood. No. Complete Edition is the best way to experience it, in my opinion. It feels closest to as legit as Illfonic made it as possible. It's hard to find people overall, dude. People have moved on. Like, the whole purpose of this, and I'm not knocking the fact that you're looking for people to play with, but this here is a means of preservation and playing with your friends, not trying to play with other people. Everybody's conditioned, oh, online only, blah, 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 blah. And that's fine. Yes, it is hard to find people, but this here is made to preserve the legacy of this game. The mod authors, like, made that very, very clear in this release. They're like, yeah, this might be the last version because this is a very niche group. Oh yeah, but that's the official version. And that's completely fine. I am completely talking about custom, unrestricted, fully unlocked, and really cool versions. I usually play online with Xbox. That's my my preferred console, but you're not going to get this on Xbox. You're not going to get this on PlayStation. So if you want the legit way to play on Xbox, play on PlayStation, play on Steam. Nothing wrong with that. But after next year, that's not going to be possible. So why? Go with this. This is much better. So we have, let's see here. We have, oh my god. We have the ascot look. We have the trolling look, I guess. The Karate Kid look. And the Hugh Hefner look. That's actually. Let's make that again. So, for the rest here, I don't want to mess up my settings. Or actually, no, hold on, fuck it. I can just put my settings back. It's just kind of tedious for me. But we have AJ's, I guess, lingerie look. The skeleton look, which is really cool. The really weird swimsuit look. And then this here again. I like this one a lot. So we had I call this a Beetlejuice look. And then we had the, let's see here. We got the green. Ooh, you know what? I like that. The pajama doesn't look that bad. I mean, she's the goth chick. So, ooh, you know, let's see here. Nope. I like the black with the yellow lace. There we go. Not bad. I like this. All right. Oh, Bugsy, yep. So Bugsy, this is a Friday the 13th, not Friday the 13th. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street nod. This is what Johnny Depp was wearing as Freddy pulled him into the waterbed. Got the Caesar look. This is really cool. I like this a lot. She's the goth. No, she's, I believe, based off of I forget her name, but the goth chick from Part 5, who was dancing in front of the stereo before Roy like stabbed her into the wall. We got the lifeguard look. This is kind of cool, but I prefer this look here. So let's see what jackets do we have. Yeah, I just watched all of the films last week in order. So, like, this is really fresh in my mind, which is another really important reason to stream it. I was like, it's fresh in my mind, it just came out. It's fresh in my mind, it just came out. I kind of like, let's see here, I like this look. Ah, there we go. No, the shoes match the jacket. Okay, so let's see here. Then we got La Chiappa with the Dorito suit. Now, it's hilarious. Oh my god, I think this is a new... Ah, that's terrible. He's in his PJs. But dude, he's wearing... Oh, that's awesome. There's... You see the texture on it? There's a dragon, a knight, and a wizard, and a mage. That is so cool. We got the Andre the Giant suit. We have the regular... I like how he's just hunched over. And yeah, we got the... we gotta put the Dorito shirt on. I love the Dorito shirt. We gotta make him as, like, nerdy as possible. Yeah, there we go. Yep, nerd! The, You're thinking of the rocker chick from Part 8, not the goth chick. Ah, dude, Adam in his undies! That's hilarious! I think this might be new. I'm not entirely sure. I'm actually glad you asked me to showcase this, because I think there's actually some unreleased stuff in here. This is what I had regularly. Oh, cool. That's the rocker look. I don't like how concerts are barefoot just running around. And this is his regular look. Let's see here. What has he got? That's pretty cool. And the spider. I think that's a Part 5 reference. Yeah, the biker group. Totally. The 1%ers, man. Cobra Customs. Dude, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. But you know what? I'm going to stick with my guns on this. Demon Chaos. Rest in puke. Nice. I'm going to go with the Rambo look here. And of course, it's because it has the mask on the back. There we go. And black boots. Yeah. Yeah, the Rambo look is fucking awesome. And then we got Mitch. Now, Mitch has... That's his look from actually legit from Part 3. Which is really cool. This is what he looked like when he got murdered by Jason. We then have the van look when the cops were chasing him down. They're like, fuck, eat the weed, eat the weed! That is weird. And then, of course, we have the NASA look, which we do have some options. We have 3 options only. But we gotta have the orange look. I don't like the chrome look. And then we got Fox, of course. So these are in 12.5. So she has her pajama look, which is okay. Then she has the sheriff look, which is fucking awesome here. I think this is great. And then, of course, her iconic Part 3 look, where you could select, you know, like a couple of different varieties here. I still do prefer her bikini with the tiger stripes. There you go. And then we got Sheldon. Oh, this is his legit Part 3 look, where he got... What I don't understand in Part 3 is Jason slits his throat, and he's still around like 10 minutes later to bust into the kitchen and proclaim he's dying. And so funny, Sheldon. That's when he was picked up. Oh my god, Part 3 was so bad. And then he has his Boy Scout look, and of course the pajama look. This is... Yeah, no. You want the pajama. We got green, blue. We're going to stick with brown here. Yeah. Actually... We're going to go with all brown. We're going to make him look as cheesy as possible. Yeah, we're just going to stick with the standard there. Okay. Next! Oh, Victoria. Hello. Ooh! I think as you knew. So this is exactly what she looked like. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is exactly what she looked like in part 7. She's based off of Melissa. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like this. The pink looks okay. This is swimsuit. I think this is new. She's a Cupid. No. I prefer this one here. I like this one a lot. For obvious reasons. I mean, dude, come on. She's a hot chick wearing lingerie. Who wouldn't want to stare at this when you're running around, right? Okay. Next, we got Rob. Now, Rob is from part 4 and also the remake. But he has no options. This is the guy who gets murdered in every opening cutscene. Then we have Tommy. Now, there's really no reason to change any of this shit. It's just different colors and whatnot. I leave it default. I like this default look, but very basic. And then, of course, we have KM14. Sorry, they should have made it KM13. From, No, unfortunately, Rob does not. That'd be hilarious. There is a nude mod for this. And let me say, of course, out of curiosity, I tested it out. It doesn't really work and it glitches the game, but the character body models look like mannequins. It's kind of like old school Barbie and Ken dolls or a mannequin in a store. That's exactly what they look like. There's no naughty bits, no nipples or anything. It's just a mannequin body, and we're back to Victoria. So now, as we go through all the Jasons here, again, we got part 2. You can adjust blood splatters or retro palettes, which we have here. I've already shown these, so let's just run through them quickly again. It's really cool. Like, this here is film accurate as fuck. They did a really good job. I mean, all of these look really, really good. Especially part 7. Part 7 just awesome here. Part 8, part 9, pre-Uber, which I would say the only thing off here is his hair. Like, they could have made that a little more accurate. Jason X is just ridiculous Uber here. This is my least favorite. I don't like this one at all. They need to fix the mask. They got to make it bigger and more angular. Like, this is perfect. Savini is incredible. And MKX2. And yeah, like you could see here, he just looks really good. They did a great job on Uber, pre-Uber. So let's go for a match with bots here. Actually, wait. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's go to Grendel Large. This is really cool, especially with the lighting. This is going to look fantastic. What the hell? Okay. That was just asset placement. Now remember, this map is taken off of what already exists, as well as customizing it. So things are going to be a little off. Remember, this is a beta. This is not indicative of the final version, which I don't know how, like, I would say maybe just a few other implementations and whatnot. And just, like, polishing. But this is pretty much what we're going to get with the final version. And just watching Jason X recently, I will say this is a real treat. This is so freaking cool. Jason X was incredible. It's a fun movie. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's campy. It makes you laugh. It's just really, really fun. And running around in this is great because, again, you know, I was so used to the game. So seeing these details represented from the films, you know, you watch the films and you're like, holy fuck. Like, that there is the escape pod, or the escape ship that they use. That is the legit representation of it. Like, this is really cool. Like, you watch the scenes where everyone's fucking, it's like, yeah, this is accurate. Yeah, you saw these grenades in the background? That's a firecracker. And again, with the detail turned up to max, we actually get smoke plumes and extra explosive details from the firecracker there. So this is with, again, the ini files adjusted to make the game look far better than it was initially. Yeah, that's really cool. But this is Grendel, and this makes me happy. This really does. so cool. Yep, this is represented as well. These, I guess, biome spheres are represented in the movies or films as well. These are the escape pods match up perfectly, by the way. But yeah, this looks really, really good. I would cycle through different counselors, but Vanessa is the fastest. Oh, this is essentially the battery. So here's the thing. This can be done online, but there is a caveat. You have to be logged into Steam in order for it to function. But I have, based off of cracked releases, pirated releases, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. There are bypass files that allow you to play this without Steam integration. And I injected or replaced those files to make this function without Steam integration. So to answer your question, yes, this does have online. Absolutely, but you need to be logged into Steam in order for it to work. So you log into Steam, you then turn this on, or activate it, play it, whatever, and that will allow you to play online. So yes, this does have online. Yeah. So just, I don't want to deal with other people, and I like playing at my lonesome with this, so that's why I am pretty much showcasing this today. Because keep in mind, man, in a year, we won't be able to enjoy this legit online anymore. So I'd be out of my mind to be like, hey guys, check out this this Steam version. No, no, no. This is community-driven, games preservation, like, bypassed. Like, I don't have to worry about anything here. Like, if my offline should shit the bed, or if I can't log into Steam for whatever reason, I do not have to worry about anything. I can just play this how I want. And that's why I am such a huge supporter of, like, sailing the high seas, if you want to call it, piracy, for games preservation purposes only. Not mostly, but only. If you're looking to preserve stuff, especially older games, or games that have been shut down or are going to be shut down, and it's going to be harder to preserve, for fuck's sake, dude, you paid money for these things, and that right is being revoked. Why would you do that? And I think I already answered that. So after the servers are shut down, through legitimate ways, you will not be able to enjoy it. But with this here, just to be clear, if the official servers are going to be shut down, I think the answer is obvious. I mean, think about that for a second. Not to riff on you, but think about that. Will it still have online after the servers are shut down? Through an official capacity, I think you know the answer to that. Which is no, okay? But that's obvious. However, LAN match. That's the second answer. If you have multiple computers in your home or whatever, or if you have, I think you could create, like MAME does this, or like emulators. Oh, dude, he looks so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Hold on a second. I need to capture a screenshot of this. Wait a minute. I need to wait for the right moment here. We could do LAN matches on this. So, offline, if you want to play with your friends offline, here you go. I'm just waiting for the right moment here to capture a screenshot. Okay, I need to wait for this to cycle. Dude, the modder who did this here, they did a fantastic job with Freddy vs. Jason. So to be totally honest there, Fighting Arrow, I'm not trying to riff on you or be like, dude, what are you, dumb? No. It's just, think about the question. Will this have online after the servers are shut down? I think that's an obvious question. So if you are to play this through an official capacity, so say Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam, once offline goes away, absolutely not. But that is the purpose of Complete Edition here, is the devs are going out of their way, the devs of the custom version here, the Complete Edition, are going out of their way to make sure that this is going to be preserved for when the servers are ultimately shut down. They removed all online components. I don't think they're going to do that And this is stuff you should look for a community for in order to ask that question. Because if you think about it, dude, why would a modder have their own servers for a game that people might not play? That's why we have LAN match. So think about it, dude. If you were a modder and you were really passionate and you wanted to put a server up, why would you spend money on servers for people that aren't there? That just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it'd be cool to have that, but that's why we have LAN matches. And you could set up your own private server. Like, I guess you could do, like, peer-to-peer. So, if you wanted to do your own LAN party, like, have everybody bring their laptop over, boom. LAN match is available. That answers your question there. So let's do this. Let's do offline bots. Let's go to Pack and X. And let's pick Uber Jason. Now, we're going to do this here. Actually, no. Let's keep it to 7 counts. All right, here we go. Yeah, Uber, like, dude, Savini Jason. Oh my god, he's so good. So you'll notice that there's a lot more detail in his embers, and you'll notice a few subtle changes in lighting, especially when we put our sense on to see if there are counselors.
So pretty.
In
Kill
each
them
cabin.
all, Jason.
So let's see here. We want to shut the phone off. Pack and X Mall is like the best map, and Jason has a plume effect when he does teleport, which is really cool. But yeah, dude, you can see the lighting. The lighting is improved upon with these ini files I have. You can see how the moon, like the rays the moon give off, are affected by us. It's pretty cool stuff. But yes, I have effect details maxed out. So you'll notice when firecrackers go off, there's extra details. The plumes that Savini gives off have extra details. And lighting is just far more in-depth.
Please, no!
Oh, there's a cooldown on a knife. Damn it. Yeah, you could see the cabin there. The lighting now protrudes through the windows as opposed to just lighting up the whole cabin. That looks a lot better in my opinion. You'll also notice, too, that gives off far more effects when we dismantle the generators there. Savini Jason is the best, man. Ah, they're backing up! There you go, girls. Line up. Ah! She's blocked! Nice! This is hard mode.
Yeah.
Can we actually do a grab kill here? This is why, on hard mode, I always just end up whacking counselors. Because whenever you grab them, they're gonna first aid spray up and stab you. Yep, you can see the house looks far better with that lighting, if you ask me. Yeah, this looks fantastic, man. I'm so glad. Like, I literally spent like 3 or 4 days adjusting lighting and effects. Where are you going? Lighting effects and everything. Oh, he's hiding. One thing I want to point out is if you want to tell if somebody's hiding in here or not, you could actually look through the peephole, and you could see them inside. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, so you could see there's somebody in there. It's Bunsy. He's dead. Too bad Jason can't emote. That'd be great.
Jason, they deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Make them suffer like... Yes. Yes, kill Famada. That's right, La Chapa. Oh, climb through. All right. Stab him in the face! I like how his body flops up.
Jason. That's my special boy.
Damn it! Please, no!
Yeah, dude, the lighting here looks so much better with these settings. This is one of the side effects of turning detail up to max.
Oh, God. No.
I am not grabbing you because you have a knife on you, sir.
Don't stop, Jason.
So we got 3 more.
They deserve to
Pretty
die.
smooth so far.
Make them suffer like we did.
Yep, you can see the lighting at play again. Looks far better than the standard detail. Yeah, this is an excellent showcase for what's possible with this game, dude. Like, this, I love this game. This is never leaving my hard drive on my, ever. Or my Xbox, for that matter. And it's such a shame, man, because we lost this and Marvel's Avengers this year. Now, obviously, Marvel's Avengers is the lesser of the two. It's not really a good game. It's fun, but, you know. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, buddy? Hey.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Goonies never say die! So does that mean Jason's a Goonie? I can see him as a Goonie. Come here, Mitch. Come here, Mitch. What's up?
They deserve
Let me lend
to
you a
die,
hand,
Jason.
Mitch.
Make them suffer.
But yeah, dude, the detail on Jason here is fucking awesome. Hold on a second. I need to, Oh, wait, no, I can't do this. I was gonna try and get a screenshot. I can... Okay, never mind. Yeah, dude, the detail on him... And again, this is details maxed. You can even see the glow in his eyes has far more detail. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just checking. Oh, I got it. Nice. Very cool. Okay, that's all I needed to see. Yeah, you could even see again the detail that Jason gives off, the Savini Jason here, is far more detailed than usual. Come here, Kenny. Got something for you. The knives he throws are actually taken directly from part 6. And watch the firecrackers again. You can see they have far more detail to them. They give off a little plume of smoke, which is really cool. And you can even see the lighting pouring in through the trees here. And the detail through the house, which I think is a lot better. He's the last... Oh, him and Victoria. Okay.
Oh, God. No, no! Ah! Please, no!
They always run away!
Help me!
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
He's hiding. Oh, no! He has a gun. Janie's got a gun. Jason's coming for you, dear. That's
They
not
want to
allowed.
hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Damn it, girl. Yeah, that looks really good, man. want to put her on the thing. There we go. Don't stab me, please. God damn it!
Get up, Jason.
This is why I never do grab kills on hard mode. They always have a fucking pocket knife on them. Always! Right, fine. Can we do this? You know what? Let's just skewer her. I love this kill. What? Yeah, nice. And that's all of them. Now, we're gonna pick Remake Jason. And you're gonna see why I call you're gonna see why I call him
My Jason.
small-headed and heavy ass.
That's
Like Jason
my
looks like he got
special
lazy
boy.
at the gym. And if you've seen the remake, you know that Jason is a fucking maniac in the remake. They did a really
Mommy
good
is
job
proud of you, Jason.
in the remake with making him just like really menacing. That's what I love about the remake. But yeah, again, the details and everything in this are cranked up to like 20. And it looks really good. If you go back to the PlayStation or Xbox version of this, or the vanilla PC version with no settings adjusted. Oh, so essentially this is what if Jason went to hell and came back. What up, dudes? This is actually designed by Tom Savini, the guy responsible for the original Friday the 13th and Part 4, the effects. So this is custom version 13, Custom Edition 13's beta that was just released 5 days ago. And since it is Friday the 13th, the game on a Friday the 28th, I had to showcase this. So let's go to Jarvis' house. He looks fucking awesome here, man. Him on the other hand, not so much. And we're gonna just make this, we'll make this a little easier. We'll keep raining off. And we'll go for it. Like, this Jason does not look very good. This feels like a mod. Although I do give credit where credit is due. He just looks weird. Yeah, Tom Savini, dude. You know who Tom Savini is, right? Yeah, he just, I don't feel like playing as him. He looks too weird. Yeah, he's like, he just
Here, Jason.
doesn't
Find them.
look good. Hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah, like, he just doesn't look good, man. I give the modder full credit where credit is due, but he just doesn't look right. So, yeah, we're not gonna play as, Freddy versus Jason. Are you fucking serious? That's awesome! So let's see here. Offline bots, so let's do this. Let's go to, That's crazy, man. That is really fucking awesome. So hold on a sec here. Crystal Lake, let's do, let's be film accurate here. So let's go Jarvis' house. Yeah, I give this credit, dude, but they need to fix that mask. The mask totally makes it. Now, like, compare this is a mod. This is a mod, but which one looks more accurate here? This one. Or, I mean, dude, it's Christ. Yeah. So, we picked Jarvis' house, so let's go with part 4. Here we go. That is really cool, dude. So, Tom Savini's responsible for the effects in part 1, part 4, and designing that campfire Jason that you saw, specifically for this game, because he actually worked with the team to create all the kills in this game. Kane Hodder, who played Jason 4 times from 7, 8, 9, and X, did all the motion capture. Like, this is really fucking cool stuff, dude. This game, if you're a fan of the films in any shape or form, this game is the ultimate homage to it, which is why Complete Edition is so important, because once the servers are shut down and you won't be able to preserve this game through regular means anymore, this is going to be the way to do it. Ah, so the Jarvis house is right in the middle. Okay. I love how he runs around. He's like, derp, 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 derp. Where's Corey Feldman? I need to return his copy of Goonies VHS. Goonies never say die. But yeah, dude, He's pretty fucking cool here. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. The knives are from part 6. Oh! Duke, by the way, there was this movie I was watching the other day, and I thought of you instantly because Jessica Biel was in it, and it was about her being a cat burglar, swooning a police officer in order to pull a heist off, and totally topless. Totally topless. I was like, hello. It was on that Screen Pics channel. And I was like, wait a minute, Jessica or whatever her name is. I was like, that's the chick Duke talks about all the time. Holy shit! Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you there, but I'm not. I'm trying to retain her name. I'm working on a lot of caffeine right now, so my bad on that. But your chick, Mrs. Beale, she was topless. And I was like, ooh, cool. I like this movie. Oh, Mitch is stuck. Hi, Mitch.
Please, anyone, please.
That's my Jason. That's my special.
It's
boy.
crazy to me, after being so familiar with these games, and then seeing the movies. Ooh. Hey, La Chapa. Or like La Chopped Up.
Oh God, no.
Like, just seeing how accurate they are is a trip, dude. Like, go and watch part 4.
Special boy.
Like, down to the fucking blanket on the couch. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy fucking detail, man. Even his kitchen. Like, Jason doesn't like the radio. Stupid radio. We got someone. Killed 2. So what we'll do after this is we'll totally go for, Brendel.
Help! Oh God!
They always run away. Why is that? Ah! Stop running! I want to sell you auto insurance. I'm not trying to kill you. Dude, the ambiance this stage gives off. Like, check out the lighting underneath the light post. This is awesome. And the fog, too. This looks great. This looks so good. And this game is like 2016, man. Think about that for a second. This is why you never grab counselors on hard mode, because they always stab you.
Kill them.
Fuck. What the hell? What is she doing?
They want
Aha,
to
she's
hurt
stuck.
you, Jason. Don't let them. Jason, Mother is talking to you. Find them.
Ah, shit!
What the hell?
They
Yeah,
deserve
dude,
to
part
die,
4 Jason's
Jason.
kind of weak in the melee
Make
department.
them suffer.
Make them suffer. Dude, the radio's on. I can hear the song. That's awesome. No music for anyone. Yeah, dude, part 4 Jason's sensibilities are eh. Savini is massively OP. we still got 3 alive? Oh, man. Sucks! Yeah, this is so cool. He even has the black nails like he does in the movies, which is really cool. Films, movies, whatever. So 3 alive, okay. Knives. I like how they're just randomly strewn across the map. Just, yeah, Jason, give me around. Let me get some knives. Yeah, that's cool. But considering how film accurate these maps are, and like playing as Jason, who was motion captured by the same actor who played him, with all the kills designed by the guy who did all the gore effects, like, and just massive fans of these movies, films, whatever, like, this is great. This is like a time capsule, man, and I'm so glad I learned about these mods, because these are incredible. This looks really fucking good, dude. Seriously. Where are they going? Sorry, come here. I want to sell you some sports insurance. Perfect.
That's my special boy.
Come here, Chad. Oh, God damn it!
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
That's it, we got him!
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, this looks really good on output. It's all about that smoke and lighting. It looks great. He looks weird.
You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home, sweetie.
So awesome. All right, we'll do one more map, and then we'll call it a day. We're going to do Grendel with Jason X, because we got to represent accordingly here. So we did Part 4 Jason on the Part 4 map, when we're doing Part 10 or X Jason on the X map. And we'll do Grendel large. Good luck with Barbie. But tell me how Oppenheimer is. I heard it's really good. Why did I put Raining on in Grendel large? This is extended. I like this. Dude, this is fixed. I like this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. His wrists still look weird.
Help! Oh God! Damn it! No!
Yeah, baby.
Please, no!
That's ripped directly from Jason X, which is really... So, okay, so this is still an issue. I was looking for that.
Young. So pretty. Kill them all, Jason.
Dude, he is really fucking cool. Holy shit. Oh, so we're all the way in the top left corner. Interesting, okay. So are you gonna see Barbie or Oppenheimer first?
They want to hurt you, Jason.
I would say Jason could cosplay as Deadpool. Maybe Jason is part of the Weapon X program. That'd be cool. I totally watch that. Oh, dude, you can actually see outside the geometry. That's nice.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and
I
make
just
them
kicked
pay.
her arm aside. That was cool. Oh, dude, holy shit. Yeah, they gotta fix that. Whoops. Hey, I'm fine with this. Remember, this is an earlier test version. Guys, you just wanted his machete back! He is just fun. He's so metal. So cool. Yeah, Jason has become more of like a folklore character at this point. But he's still so fucking cool. They're fun movies. They're not all, some of them are terrible. They're not very good, but that's the point of the movies, is they're just stupid fun, you know? Whoa, what the hell? What the fuck?
Get up, Jason. Find them.
I can deal with this. Why are they all stuck here?
Jason,
Damn it!
do you know what your gift is?
What the fuck?
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
What? They're all, where are they going? Let's see where they're going.
Take you from me.
No, I don't. I'm not hungry.
Don't let them.
Fox, you're in the wrong movie. We gotta cut you. See what I did there? You're cut from part 10. Get out.
Kill for mother.
Yeah, dude, he is badass. I don't think Jason would stand much of a chance. Or with, dude, he'd just be torn apart, and like the movie would last like 10 seconds. Like Jason versus Thanos and Hulk. Movie over. But Jason is a mutant or Deadpool himself? I can see that. That's so awesome. Damn it,
They want
bitch!
to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Go back to your van and smoke your weed. It's part 3 reference.
That's my boy. Hunt
Oh,
them
Caitlin's
down
here.
and
Nice.
make them pay.
Oh, it's Vanessa. Come here, AJ. There you go.
They deserve
Give her
to
a
die,
hand.
Jason. Make them suffer.
Dude, I fucking hate Vanessa. She's so fast. Jason's gonna get you.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Damn it, girl, get back here. That's right, stumble. The way his footsteps sound are awesome, man. Car keys? What the fuck? Okay. Sure, yeah, let's try that. There actually was a comic series. It was Jason versus Freddy versus Ash. And I heard it was really good. Dark Horse made those, by the way. All the What If versus series for Jason, Freddy, and whatnot. All done by Dark Horse. Stop running! Thank God, she's such a pain in the ass.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
A little bit ahead, right? So let's try this one. Dude, this is so fucking film accurate. Oh my God. Alrighty. Well, you are absolutely correct, Lurk. Which is why, if I'm to play online with people, I would play the inferior Xbox version. But this is AI bots, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, it is... It's like the movies. It's really stupid, but it's really a lot of fun. And the fact that this game is now preserved, rather than lost, you know, because fucking corporations suck, I would rather deal with this and a little bit of a hiccup rather than not being able to play it at all. Dude, the smoke and the lighting in this look really good. Like, seriously. You compare this to the Xbox or PlayStation version, or again, an untouched PC version, there's no contest. Like, it's pretty crazy. There we go. Finally.
Take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
Come on, Chad. You coming back? There we go. Oh, what the fuck? That's right, stumble!
Oh, God, no!
There we go. There's still two left. Damn, dude!
Special boy.
It's KM! She has no nipples, actually. If you've seen Jason X, yeah, she has no nipples, which is really fucking hilarious. They're actually trying to add them to her in the movie, and she's like, I don't like them. What the fuck? Okay. I guess it's because it's space. It's taking a while. Fuck. I'm gonna rage soon. There we go. Dude, this is, Jesus Christ, it's taking a long-ass time. There we go.
mother.
Oh, it's because it's zero gravity in space. That's fucking cool. I get it now, and there goes the power. Fucking A, dude. This is so cool. There she is. KM is so cool. Is her voice supposed to glitch out like that? Because that's awesome. Now remember, she is a cyborg. So she's gonna spack when we hit her.
Brain receptors triggered. Systems.
Dude, that is so cool.
Mother is talking to you. Find them.
Nice way to end it. Today's a shorter stream, guys. It is Friday. Interview went well yesterday, by the way. I'll keep you all posted on how it goes. I could use all of the goodwill and luck I could get. So I had an interview yesterday. It was a conference call with 4 people. One of them was somebody who used to work for the same company as I, which I think that's fantastic. So hopefully things work out. It's really cool. I'm really excited. I'm really hoping, man. So that's going to wrap it for today. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's right up my alley, too. I'll talk more about it once I hear more, regardless of how it turns out. So, that is it. This is Friday the 13th, Complete Edition, version 13 beta. Team did a fantastic job, especially with the inclusion of LAN match and just all of the possible Jasons that we could get. So that is it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I'll be back tomorrow. Most likely do some arcade goodness. We'll figure it out. But until then, be safe. Stay warm and well fed, my friends. Thank you for the support. Thank you as always. Good to see ya. I'm out of here. Peace.